Welcome to Pour the Wine, It's Rom-Com Time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Gary, and we'd like to thank you for listening to us on your favorite podcast platform like Apple and Spotify. And if you are interested in watching our podcast, you can catch us over at YouTube at Pour the Wine, It's Rom-Com Time. And if you don't mind, tell a friend, tell a family member to catch us on all the social media platforms.
There you go. Yes. Or you can send us an email to pourthewineitsromcomtime@gmail.com and let us know your thoughts about anything Hallmark related. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, we would.
And I'm going to try to get through this without coughing.
Caught a little cold. Time of year. It's
Caught a little cold, or it's allergies or something. I don't know.
Well, that's what's, it's hard to distinguish between, because you got the flu, you got COVID, and now you have pollen.
I know. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now.
Which one do you have?
Well, I don't have COVID and I don't have the flu. I'm pretty sure it's just a sinus thing. But we shall see. Should we get right to it today?
Let's do it.
All right. Today, we're going to be reviewing the final Lovey-Wary film of 2026, Romance at Hope Ranch. It originally aired on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, February 28th, 2026, and it stars Alison Sweeney as Hope Morgan and Gabriel Hogan as Jack Bennett. And apparently, Gabriel plays Norman in the Hannah Swenson series, and we have only seen one of the Hannah Swenson movies, right? And we're about to see two. There's going to be another one coming up pretty soon. We saw A Pie to Die For, and that was it. I don't think he was in that one.
No, he wasn't.
I don't remember seeing him, but apparently he is a character in there, and we did not know that until we started doing research for this one. I need to mention that Allison's real-life adorable daughter, Megan Sweeney, plays her daughter in this movie. She plays Maggie. And also appearing are Scott Martin as Tom Grayson and Stephanie Baran as Lori Bennett.
Ooh. There you go. And Romance at Hope Ranch was directed by Taya Brion, and this is her Hallmark debut. Another debut.
Debut, yeah.
Good for them. I like how Hallmark gives people a chance, right? Yeah. And it was written by Juliana Wimbles. Juliana has not only written, but has also acted in and produced several Hallmark productions. A few of her other writing credits for Hallmark include Love on the Amazon, which I actually liked, This Time Each Year, and A Whitewater Romance.
Now, we haven't seen A Whitewater Romance, but we did see This Time Each Year. That's the Alison Sweeney and Niall Matter one.
Right.
Yeah. And we liked that one.
It was good. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I enjoyed Love on the Amazon.
And I think, is her name Juliana? Is that right?
Yes, Juliana.
She makes an appearance in that one.
Yep.
She's on the boat. She's like one of the tourists. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Put yourself in the movie. I like that.
Going to see the anacondas.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Not me, people.
No.
So let's go ahead and drop the synopsis on this one.
All righty. Hope Morgan sets out to begin a new chapter of her life, fulfilling her childhood dream of running a ranch in the picturesque town of Ruidoso, New Mexico, and reviving the beloved Giddy Up Gala.
Oh, that's funny. And don't forget, we're probably going to drop some spoilers. So if you have not watched this movie yet, go ahead and turn us off. Go watch your movie. Come back. Let us know what you think.
There you go. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
And thinking about, let us know what you think. What did you think?
You're going to put me on the spot first. That's me. All right, let's go with the good stuff first. I thought, I love the scenery shots. Beautiful. I thought we got some beautiful, shots of New Mexico. I believe they did film on location in Ruidoso, I think. And so we had some really great shots. I always like it when there aren't green screens.
Me too.
Right? We kind of like the on location shoots. I really enjoy, I'm a little bit country, although I don't know about ranching and horses, but I thought it was cool to incorporate the horses. I know Alison Sweeney is a big, I believe she rides. I think
Right.
maybe her daughter rides. So I thought that was really cool. Um, I kind of get where the story was trying to go, although we'll get into that in a little bit. So I can appreciate that. But you know, gosh, it just never got its footing for me, really. I hate to say it.
I know.
Like I said, I get where it was going, but it just felt sort of disjointed. We
Right.
got a lot of snippets of things, but nothing really fleshed out. I didn't really think there was chemistry, between
Mm-hmm.
um I want to say Alice and Gabriel, but Hope and Jack.
Right.
I didn't get it. I thought we were going to get more of a love triangle. That's just my expectation,
Right.
just based on what we saw for no other reason than that. So that's on me. But I just felt like I was left with more questions than answers, that maybe we'll get to as we're talking.
Right.
Like, why was Tom carrying the sauces like that? And,
I know.
the Giddy Up
There's a
Gala
lot
didn't
of little
quite make it
things.
for me. So it definitely fell flat for me. And I was disappointed because
Mm-hmm.
I really thought this one might bring it home for the last Love You Ari movie.
Right.
But it just didn't for me. And Allison's great and everything, and
Yes.
her daughter was really great in it. I mean, I
Right.
loved.
Was this her acting debut or
I
just
believe I believe so,
okay?
but
All
I'd
right.
have to do a little research.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was great that she was in it, and
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Allison talk about how, her daughter's really going to be leaving for college soon, so the scenes with her daughter, dropping her daughter off at college,
Right.
worked. And I just felt like, in movies you're always, you start at a snapshot of where that person is in that moment of time. And I don't feel like we got any explanation. Like, she dropped her daughter off and then she's off to it felt disjointed. That's the
Right.
only way I know how to put it. But the scenery shots were really nice, and there were some
Yes.
funny moments. I'll list a couple favorite scenes. So what
Okay.
about you? What did you think about
Uh,
this one?
Um, for me, this movie could be a great drinking game
Oh,
because every time they said "Giddy Up Gala,"
yeah.
you take a shot,
I know.
and
I
by the end
know.
of the of the movie, you would be having a good time.
I know. And we saw what was the podcast, Do You Watch What I Watch? They
Hmm.
posted something about how many times they said Giddy Up
Yes,
Gallop, and I'm
it
like,
was
it
funny.
was so true. It was
Yes,
so true. Go check them out. They're great podcasters. We
yeah,
love
they are.
listening to their reviews. But they posted something, I think it was on Instagram. It's actually pretty funny.
It was funny. It was funny because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, they could have at some point
Drinking game.
just said, yeah, I know, because we had talked about that, and it was so funny when we saw that they had posted that, because
Hmm.
I mean, we'd have to go back and count. They could have just said the gala coming up, but I mean,
Right.
they literally said Giddy Up Gala like every scene, at
Yes.
least a couple times.
It felt
So
like every other sentence had it in it, and I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, okay, we get it. The Giddy Up Gal. Um, I kudos to Megan Sweeney. I thought she did
Mm-hmm.
a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Especially working along with her mother. I'm sure there was some nerves there. I like
Yeah, and that's pretty
Allison.
cool for Allison
Yeah,
too, to work
yeah,
with
it
her
is.
daughter. I thought that was
It
cool.
is. No, Nepo babies here, right? No
No
Nepo
Nepo.
babies.
No, we're fine. No, that's fine.
But,
You mean we're for Nepo babe? Like, we
yeah,
don't
hey,
care.
look,
Yeah.
you know what?
Hey,
Good
get
on
in,
you,
do
because
it.
I would do the same thing,
Yeah. Heck
If
yeah.
it's not breaking laws, then who cares?
Right.
Alison Sweeney, I thought she was really good in this. Um, Gabriel, I thought he was, for his
He was kind of
character,
quirky and
he was
funny.
quirky and
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But I was kind of confused with Tom's part in all this, where you said the love triangle. I really felt more like, and I'm just going to go into the meet cute,
Okay.
or
Go
what I
for it.
thought was
Yeah.
going to
Go
be the
for it.
meet
Yeah.
cute was when she met Tom.
Yeah.
I thought there was something there, and I thought that this was the way it was going to go for a while. But then, like everything else, it like dropped off and didn't have an ending.
Right.
I felt like. But we'll talk about some of the things that I felt just didn't jive in this movie.
Didn't
I
work.
mean, it's a movie I watched. I'm not gonna watch again on purpose, but if it's on, it's something I could keep in the background and just let it play, right?
Oh, right,
So,
right.
um, but do you want to talk about the meet cute or what I thought was the meet cute or no?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so Hope arrives at the ranch and she's feeding the horses and she picks up a bale of hay and she turns around and Tom's walking in and they kind of bump into each other, right?
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
So I thought that was kind of
Yeah,
cute
I thought
and
so too.
they got to talking and she was talking about how she got the wrong feed for her horses and he talked about how there's a
Right.
new guy in town that owns the store and he got his order wrong. And little do you know, it's actually it's Hope's ex, Jack, who bought the store.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that it would have been a great meet cute, but they I guess the stars weren't aligned for them too. So
Well, like you said, we have that, and then it never really, like you kind of think. I honestly thought it was going to go where, because then like you just said, her ex, not
hmm
her ex husband, but her ex boyfriend, right? He buys the feed
the feed and everything. Yeah.
the feed store, right? So
Right.
now he
Yeah.
owns the store in Ruidoso,
Right.
and he, gosh, I got that. Excuse me. Um, so he buys the store. So I thought maybe it was going to be something where he would come around and realize they really weren't meant to be together, and
Right.
that she
Right.
would end up with Tom. That's kind of what I thought might happen.
hmm
But then all of a sudden, her friend comes into town, Lori, right? And
Which is which
which
is
is Jack's
Jack's
sister.
sister.
And then Tom's like, "See you, bye." And Lori's like, "Ooh, I like him. Who
I
is he?"
know.
And it was just the weird, like, Alison Sweeney's character never acknowledges that I mean, because it kind of
She's
looks
not
like they
into him.
have a little bit, he's
Banter
flirting
back and
with her a
forth.
little
Yeah.
bit, and they have a little, yeah. So I don't know. That whole
Well,
thing was
they
weird
had that little
to
ride out
me.
and
Yeah,
out to the little hillside and
yeah.
they talked about how beautiful it
Oh,
was
that's
and
right. Yeah, they did on the
and
horses.
that
Yeah,
and it kind of was building up to something and then it just boom, like you
just
said,
done.
Jack's sister came into town and Lori and it was like he totally was like, okay,
Well,
I
and
like
what's
her now,
yeah, and what's
Lori.
weird is like when Lori first gets into town, doesn't Hope say something to her like, "Let me tell you about, Tom." She's like, "Tell me about this Tom," or
Ooh, tell me
something
about
like
yeah,
that. When they,
yeah.
so she kind of knows that Hope maybe has this connection, and there's no like acknowledgement of, "No, you can just, go for it. I don't have
hmm
any, he's cool, but he's a neighbor and that's all he's going to be." I don't know. It was like a weird.
Yeah, it dropped off real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. All
But I
right. Did
mean,
you have any favorite scenes that you want to talk about?
not many.
No.
But I thought
But
when Hope was on the phone talking to the company, so she had a website that would book rooms for the ranch for the
mhm.
gala. And she noticed that the rooms were double booked. So she got on the phone and, I can relate to this because you're waiting for the automated system to say press 2 for what
Yep.
you actually need, right? But she's sitting there going, talk to representative or
Representative.
overbooked rooms and
I
I can
know.
relate to that and I
That
thought
is that's
I
how it is,
thought
and
it
by the end, I'm always screaming, "Representative,"
I know
because you
that's
just wanna
at
get
that
somebody
point
on the phone.
and then it goes into something else and then I start going I hate you just give me somebody I can talk
Just
to
give me somebody. Yeah,
but I could relate to that and I thought that was a pretty cute scene.
appreciated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What was one of yours?
I like there's a scene where Hope is setting up her table outside and like her to-do list,
Yes.
and Jack walks up and he's like, "Hey, I brought your 250 pounds of feed." And she's like, "I ordered 250-pound
Pound.
bags of feed." And he's kind of like,
And he
"Oh,
was
you
like,
know."
yeah,
And I thought at that moment, I really did think they had really cute banter in that scene.
right.
He kind of ends up making her laugh and,
Yeah.
because she's trying to do everything on her own and she's annoyed that he's there. And I
She's a
just
little
thought that that
stubborn.
particular scene really worked between the two of them. I thought,
Yeah.
and I really didn't think they had a lot of chemistry in this movie, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like the fire chemistry, but in that scene, I thought it worked in that particular scene. I thought he
Right.
was kind of funny,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a little over the top, but it wasn't terrible, in that
Yeah.
moment. So I appreciated that.
Well, he had the personality where I don't think it's a nervous personality, but when things aren't going right, he kind of joked,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
kind of sets her off in some of the scenes. But he is who he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, them belt buckles, okay?
Oh yeah. Well, the first one was a
Explain the
lot. The
big,
first one was
huge
a
belt
lot.
buckle, because I'm sorry, you go down to tie your shoes, that thing's ramming you in the gut. So I'm just, what is the
Yeah.
deal with the
Yeah.
big belt buckle? Okay.
I mean, the
Can
first
somebody
one,
explain that to me?
it toned down after the first one. Because
It
remember, he's
did.
like, "How do I?" And that was actually kind of funny, because
I
he's
mean,
trying to
it's funny,
overdo
and
it. Yeah.
yeah, he gets
Yeah.
the hat, the shirt, the pants, the jeans that are too tight, the big buckle, and the
Yeah.
boots that he's trying to break in but are hurting his feet at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Another one of mine was when I kind of like when so Hope lost water to the house, not to the
Right.
stables, but to the house, which again is one of my jeers that I'll talk about.
Okay.
But so she goes to the store, to Jack's store, and she kind of overhears somebody talking
Mm-hmm.
about, why is she doing this or whatever, one of the townspeople. And then Jack comes over and says, "Do you need some help? Do you have a plumbing issue?" And she kind of explains it. And he said, "Well, you're going to need to get somebody, a professional, to fix that." So the next scene is her, I guess, Tom agreed to help, and Jack had gotten with the mayor to get blueprints of the way the water was laid out, the pipes and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So they were talking, and Tom was like, "Well, I'm going to need some help." And she's like, "Okay, I can help." And he's like, "No, I need somebody that's got these long dangly arms."
Yeah.
And and she goes, "Oh, okay." And I just thought it was real cool that they both kind of got together, even though at first there was a little bit of
You mean Tom and Jack?
Tom and Jack. There was a
Yeah.
little bit of, not a
Little
lot of
rivalry.
rivalry,
Yeah.
but there was something there. And I just liked how they both came together and kind of got the pipe fixed. And
Well, Jack had already asked Tom to go and help. So when she
right.
shows up there, he's already there helping because
Mm-hmm.
Jack has asked him to.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That was kind of cool.
and that's when you kind of that's when that whole love thing starts to change. So, what about
Between
you? You got another, between Tom and Hope, that's when you see that, okay, there's no hope for that
right,
relationship.
right,
So,
right.
so what about you? You have another
Um
one?
when good grief. Okay. I'm gonna try to get through this. When she's talking to Jack and asks him
Mm-hmm.
for help finally, and he's like, "What's that? What? Can you say it again?" So it's like just those little moments I thought worked. They were kind of cute, and you can,
Yeah,
you
that was a
know,
cute scene.
it just showed that they had history and,
Right.
so
Even though 10 years had passed.
yeah.
But I like
Yeah.
at the end of that, he goes, "Hey, next time just call my cell."
Yep. So he was kind of, there were moments where he was kind of funny and
Yeah.
yeah. All
And
right.
then
Well, that's it for me. You have
my
any
last
other?
one is when Ranger the horse finally gives in to Hope, and he kind of puts his
Oh,
head
that
up
was kind of
against her
sweet.
cheek. And I thought that
Yeah.
was sweet. So
Yeah.
that was the end of my cheers.
There you go. Well, like I said, I mean, I don't know about ranching very much, and I really don't know about horses, so I can't
Mm-hmm.
speak to how accurate some of that stuff was, I mean,
Right.
as far as the writing and all the
Yeah.
other stuff. So, and the
Yeah.
chickens, which I know we're going to get to.
We get ready to talk about the chicken. Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
So,
All right.
all right. Cheers. Let's go into cheers.
Um, um I really don't have any.
I think some of the I talked about them at the beginning. The some of the shots were beautiful
Well,
there.
yes, the
You
shots were
know,
beautiful.
the fact that Allison got to work with her daughter Megan, I thought was really cool.
Okay, so I do have some cheers.
I get where it was going. She's about you want to be strong, you want to be independent, but sometimes you do have to ask for help, and it's hard for a lot of people. It's been hard for us in the past. But sometimes you have to ask for help, and people are usually more than willing to help. So I kind of get
Right.
the storyline, about where they were going. I'm not sure that Jack buying a business where he knew she was moving to doesn't speak to stalkerish, but we can get to
Right.
that. I mean, it worked out, but
Yeah.
I'm like, that was a little risky. Especially since it had been like 10 years. So
Right.
I can appreciate that. Any cheers from you that I No. I covered them, right? I covered them, right?
I loved the ranch. I loved
Yeah.
how in the background was the hill. It was
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
I loved the barn. I thought the outside
cool.
was cool. They kept it rustic and
Rustic,
kind of
yeah, it was
old.
cool.
And on the inside, they had redone everything. I thought that was nice.
Yep.
But that's about it for me.
Okay. All right. So let's get into jeers. What were some things that didn't work for you? What do you? You're chomping at the bit to talk about some of this. I can tell.
Bethany. Do you remember
Yes.
Bethany?
Yes.
I don't, unless you know it went on IMDb, you would not know who Bethany was, because she was the woman in 3 different scenes that kind of just walked by, and Hope had handed her an invitation one time. She was the woman in the store talking to the one girl that Jack had hired that works for Jack, about how she doesn't understand why, Hope is doing this. And then in the end, she brings in, because it was a buffet and the town pulled together and everybody bought a plate for the Giddy Up Gala. And she bought, I think it was mac and cheese, and was okay. I didn't understand that character and why she was angry at first. And then,
well, she was kind of snotty almost, like a snob, like she was like, oh, what is she doing here? It just
there was like no character build for her, and it did not work for me. I agree. I couldn't understand.
Well, you couldn't, it was like there was no, that again, there were so many things to me that weren't fleshed out. And I know you only have like an hour and 20, 40 minutes or whatever it is. And, you can't do it all, but this film just really showed where things were just kind of lacking a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of get, and then she does come around in the end, but I felt like the way she was emotionally in the end didn't match up with the rest of, we sort of got like, instead of just being, hey, I'm here, I should have, but she was almost like tearing up. It was odd to me. I don't know. It was odd.
100%.
Yeah.
What about you?
I can see that.
What was one of your jeers?
Why did the barn say Co Ranch? COE?
That's a good question.
That bothered me the whole time. Maybe it came out. I don't really know. We kept seeing it. The barn was called that, but it's the Giddy Up Ranch. It's Hope Ranch. She hung up her little Hope Ranch sign that Jack had made. I didn't, it was something that bothered me. Okay. So does she have like a, she says she's invited all these people to the Giddy Up Gala, and they're booked solid or whatever. Where are they staying? Were there different rooms? Was it a bed and breakfast? Like what?
That was my question.
Was it part of a hotel? Like what?
I
what?
have no clue. That's another part that just
I was so lost about that.
Play
Like
out.
What?
I know
where
a
are
couple
they?
guests
I know
stayed inside the house, but I don't know.
Well, she even says to her daughter, her real life daughter, and her daughter, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry you had to give up your room, or whatever." And I'm like, "Are there just like 5 rooms?" And like, when you say your book solid, is it like 20 rooms in that? I didn't understand that. I
know.
I was very confused.
I agree with you 100%.
Go ahead.
Another one was the chicken. Okay, Houdini is what she named him. Like, I mean, I guess I kind of get the metaphor of, being free, being independent.
Yeah.
But I didn't get why? What? Like, come on.
It was Yeah, I agree.
This thing was locked completely in a shed. There's no way it gets out. I mean, I don't know.
I think that
And
didn't.
even at the end,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I know you're trying to be cute.
Oh, the very last shot
Yes,
of the
it just
of the
did not
yeah.
work for me. Ugh. No, I loved the chicken. I thought he was cute. It just did not work.
I mean, I think, you know, you have the storyline too of empty nest syndrome, right? Like her daughter's
Yes.
going to college,
Mhm.
and they kind of touched on that a little bit. And then, you know, Maggie the daughter has an issue at college because she's overwhelmed and she doesn't want to ask for help, which is much
Right.
like her mom. So again, I mean, I kind of get where they were going with that, but it just, you know, and then the whole Giddy Up Gala, right?
Mhm.
You don't really understand why it's so important.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I didn't get the feeling like, oh, that's so cool. And then you have the Giddy Up Gala, and I'm just rolling with my gears here.
Go ahead.
You have the Giddy Up Gala, and I'm like, I don't understand. Is it just like the honky tonk like what's special? What's
Right.
more special about that except it's in a different location?
Well, you know, the mayor brought her some paperwork or for like permits for hay rides and horse rides and all this other stuff, and none of that was outside.
None of it was. That's a good point too. That's a really good point too.
It just you know, it just didn't pan out.
That's why I said we have so many questions. We have so many questions.
Yes.
Let
me give you another one. The fence kept coming open, even though she wired it shut. I didn't
I thought too that it was going to be like, are we going for something nefarious? Is somebody opening it up because they don't want her there? Like that's where my mind was. And then, I didn't. And then she eventually figures out how to really secure it right on her own because she wants to do things on her own. And, you know, I get it.
But then you have her strawberries that were eaten by a deer, which you never saw deer anywhere.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because when she first noticed it was gone, I was thinking, "Ooh, Sue, it is nefarious, right? Somebody's doing something. The gate's being left open, you know." Nope, a deer ate it.
Nope.
I'm like, okay, there was never any deers. How did it hop over the fence because the fence was closed? Again.
Yeah.
And then let me do my last one.
Okay, your last one. Go for it. You got the floor.
If you're going to buy a house, a ranch, or some kind of property, are you not going to have it inspected? Because I just felt like when the water broke, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you have Tom who said, yeah, the previous owners never fixed the problem. And I'm thinking, in an inspection, wouldn't that have been one of those things they look at?
Well, yeah, he said the duct tape only lasts for so long or whatever. But I mean, so maybe you can presume that it was working when they did the walkthrough. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I do have one more, Jerry.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're not done yet.
And that was when they were inside the barn. It was Lori, Hope, and Hope's daughter. And some guests come in, and you know, Hope's like, I'm gonna give you a tour. And then Megan was like, no, Mom, let me do it. And she's like, okay. So these guests have their luggage, and the first place they go, you would think, would be to their rooms or to the house to check in, and
but it wasn't.
Then go to your room. But she takes them to the stables with their luggage.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Yep.
I mean, okay, I'm not trying to be picky, but
I know.
I want to go put my suitcase away before I hop into a stable where it's kind of hot and smelly and all that.
And I feel so bad because, you know, we like Alison Sweeney. I mean, God, we love the two Barcelona movies and, you know, the Hannah Swenson. And in fact, we're looking forward to the next one, Sugar and Vice, which is coming up. So Alison has 2 back-to-back movies, and, you know, you win some and you lose some. And this one just, you know, I appreciate where it wanted to go. I just don't think it got there.
No, it didn't.
That's all I have to say.
Not for me. So,
all right.
Any more jeers?
No.
All right. So, out of 5 corks, how many would you give it?
I would give this one probably 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? How many corks would you give it out of 5?
I'm going to give it 2 3/4.
Oh, you're going almost 3. Okay.
Almost 3.
Wow.
Because,
after all those years.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? I love the acting. I just don't think the direction was there.
Or the story kind of didn't
wasn't
get
there.
fleshed out. Yeah.
Not
that it wasn't well written, but it just didn't.
No,
it just didn't quite make it.
It just didn't pan out. So I'm gonna go with 2 3/4. Yeah, I like the mother-daughter thing too. So
yeah, okay.
I thought that was cute.
You're ready. That's cool.
All right. So is that a wrap?
That is a wrap.
Well, we'd like to thank you guys for listening and also watching us.
And be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on social media so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, cheers.